Hi, everybody. Okay, so we're going to get started with today's session. We have a very special group of guests with us. We have Kristen, who's our Senior Online QuickSight Community Manager, Arun, who some of you may know from our previous sessions. He's a Principal Solutions Architect at QuickSight. And we have Julia, who's our Developer Corner Liaison on the QuickSight community. So as you can tell, we're talking about the QuickSight community today and how specifically it can level up your learning journey with using QuickSight. And before we get into today's session with our special guests, I just want to let you know about the tag for today's sessions. If you have questions outside of today's topic, you can use the hashtag QLS-community, and then you can go ahead and scan this QR code to join. It's free to join, and you can ask questions through this forum, see other people's responses, as well as look at other people's questions that they may have asked similar to yours to answer your QuickSight questions. And with that, I am going to pass it on to our first guest who will get into today's topic on leveling up your learning journey with our QuickSight community.
Hello, everyone from around the world. It's great to see you. My name is Kristen, and I am the Senior Online Community Manager for Amazon QuickSight. So it's great to be here with you today. Okay, wanted to touch base on the agenda today. Today we're going to talk about what is the QuickSight community, community by the numbers. We're going to talk about getting started with the QuickSight community. We also have a number of new sections in the QuickSight community, so we are going to talk a little bit about that, and Arun and Julia will feature some of the sessions or sections that they specialize on. And then we'll close off by talking about some of our learning events. Great, so what is the QuickSight community? The QuickSight community is the people that use QuickSight and the people that enjoy QuickSight every day, are creating dashboards, are embedding analytics. So if that's you, we already consider you a part of the QuickSight community. We also have a website for the QuickSight community, the QuickSight community website. And this is your one-stop shop for your BI learning journey. On this website, you can explore searchable Q&A. There's a what's new section for new features and blogs. There are learning events and videos. There's a whole DemoCentral. There's Arena and its gallery. There is a developer corner for embedded analytics, and there's actually now a new Q corner for Gen BI. And for those who may be in Japan, we actually just launched a Japanese Q&A section. So we're really growing quite a bit. All right, so before we get too deep into our journey here today, I wanted to encourage you, if you haven't already, to take a minute and scan the QR code so that you can follow along today on all the features in the QuickSight community. So I'll just pause for a minute here so you can scan the code. Okay, and by scanning this code, you really get to take advantage of a lot of free resources like asking questions, getting notifications on content that you want, learning about new events and experiences that QuickSight is offering. All right, so we're really excited today to announce that we are at our 2-year birthday for the QuickSight community. This has been such a fun journey for us. We launched, when we launched the community, we had a very small number of attendees, a small number of questions. In the past year and a half, we have tripled our number of attendees. We've tripled our views. We've tripled our engagement. So since launch, we've had hundreds of thousands of visits every month. We have answers to several thousands of searchable questions every month. Those are answered by our team of community experts, which is another thing that we're really celebrating. We've had partner viz challenges, partner user groups, and as you'll see, we have a bunch of really exciting new community features. And we just want to take a minute to thank all of you for being a part of the community of Amazon QuickSight, because none of this would have been possible without you. You are the community and you are what makes it so great. So As a special way to say thanks, just for today and while supplies last, we are offering, for a time limited, we're offering swag to folks who help us out by going into the community and letting us know, what do you love about the community and what would you like to see over the next year? So I think Julia is going to drop that into the chat, the link into the chat. And if you want to go to that link, obviously you'll need to sign up to the community first and let us know, what have you loved about the community and what would you love to see in the next year? We really want to hear your voice. We want to continue improving the community. And so, as I mentioned, we'll be sending first year vintage swag to everyone who completes that question and lets us know while supplies last. All right, so I wanted to tell you a little bit about getting started. The best place to get started is in our Learning Center. And you'll see in our Learning Center that we have this Getting Started section here, and everything you need to get started with QuickSight, including we have a Japanese workshop for getting started. It's all in this section. So I would encourage you to really check this out. It's curated in the order, in order that we recommend going through. So for instance, this guide to getting started has learning resources by level, by different kinds of channels, by how you like to consume content. So check that out. This Build Your First Dashboard video is really a great way to get started. And you also really want to check out these learning dashboards. If you click into the learning dashboards, you'll see that we have dashboards for every type of persona. So whether you are an author, an admin, a developer, a reader, we have dashboards that dive deep into the kinds of content that you'll want based on what you're doing within QuickSight. And also you can use the learning dashboards to determine, let's say you have 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 30 minutes today to do some quick learning. If you dive into these dashboards, you'll see that there are options to choose. I only have 5 minutes. What can I do in 5 minutes today to learn something new? So that's a great opportunity for you. And then going back to the next really big thing that you'll want to check out, really no matter what level you're at, is the Q&A. And you can access the Q&A here. I'm going to show you the English version, and you'll be hearing more about our new launch within Q&A shortly. But you can see that we have this very robust Q&A that is literally thousands and thousands of questions that have been answered. They've been vetted. Our experts are in here. Our solution architects are in here. We also have internal experts that are in here. And you can see that some of our questions have over 24,000 views. So this is just super active. We get questions every couple minutes. So if you have a question and you can't find the answer on the community, the first thing I would do is actually search the question and see. There's a good chance that the question you have has already been answered in the community. So go up to the search bar and do a little search. If you don't see that it's been answered, then just come to the Q&A and ask a new question, and you will get a response. And so it's a great way to get started, and no matter where you're at in your learning journey. And if you're an expert, you can go in as a community member and start answering questions and have the opportunity to become one of the experts that I showed you earlier, who has they all have badges on the community, and they get recognized and they get swag. So, okay. Next thing that you'll want to definitely check out, if you haven't already, is our DemoCentral. And our DemoCentral is just this fantastic place to see all of our dashboards. You can see samples of dashboards by different kinds of industries, for instance. You can also see we have an entire section in our dashboards dedicated to Q, which is our Gen BI feature. So you can check out dashboards related to Q. It's just a fantastic resource, and it's just something I would definitely recommend that you check out. The next thing I want to show you is in our What's New and Blogs area, which it's good to know that all of our new features get posted in this area of the community. And so if you want to stay on top of what's new with QuickSight, you want to definitely stay connected with the What's New and Blogs section. And one of the things that even a lot of our regulars don't know that I want to point out is you can go into any page within the community, but one that you particularly might be interested in is the What's New section. And you can go to this little bell and you can click the bell and you can click watching, and that will set you up so that you will receive notifications whenever something new is posted in the What's New section. So you'll always know when a new feature has launched. You'll know right away because you will get that What's New notification because you've subscribed. You can, as I mentioned, you can subscribe to any page you want. So this is very customized. You're not going to be getting a lot of spam. It's very particular to your exact interests. Another thing that you can do is you can subscribe to a specific tag. So for instance, here you'll see there's this Gen VI tag, and you can click on any tag in the community. And again, you can go to the bell and you can click watching, and you'll get notified whenever there's new content that has that tag in the community. So that's definitely an exciting feature of the community. And again, you have to sign up for the community in order to take advantage of that. Okay, I already talked through the learning dashboard. So the last thing I want to show you is our Q corner, which is new. And this is all of our Gen VI content, Amazon Q in QuickSight. You can check out Getting Started to learn all about, how to enable Q, what steps to take. We have a short intro video, and then we have more deep dive content. You also may be interested in the demos here. And then we have also a whole What's New section. So every time we have new information about Q, you can get that. And again, you can subscribe to this section. All right, and then I wanted to begin to close out by celebrating some of our experts. We have so many experts from around the globe that have helped make this community happen. The people on this screen are external experts who have answered literally thousands of vetted questions. And I just can't say enough positive things about our experts. And really, our community is, our community is the people that make up the community, and our experts are really at the heart of this. We also have internal experts who are part of not the QuickSight team, but Amazon, that also contribute significantly, and our solution architects on our staff contribute significantly. So it really takes the whole village, and I just wanted to point that out. And we're really looking forward in the next year to expanding that village and expanding our connections. So if that's something you're interested in, how do we make the community more connected? We'd love to hear from you. And again, you can find me on the community with my name, Kristen. All right, and now I'm going to transition to Julia, who is going to walk us through the Developer Corner. Julia is our Developer Corner liaison and has been doing a fantastic job.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for the intro, Kristen. So I'm really excited to share with you guys a little bit about the Developer Corner today. I'm going to start my video. So hi, everybody. My name is Julia, and I'm your Developer Corner liaison. So I'm your point of contact for questions related to the Developer Corner, and I'm going to walk you through it today. And so as you might know, QuickSight is a great place for developers to build interactive dashboards into their applications. And so the Developer Corner is a one-stop shop for all embedded analytics resources to help developers on their QuickSight learning journey. And as a recap, embedded analytics just allows developers to embed dashboards into their applications and websites. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about why use the Developer Corner. It's a place that has a lot of curated resources that we've made very accessible to developers all in one place. So before this, a developer might have had to look in a bunch of different areas, workshops, documentation, just videos scattered over the internet. So now we have this developer corner on the community, which consolidates all of the resources that developers may need for embedding analytics. So in addition to this, we've made sure that the resources are highly curated by our own internal experts to make the developer learning journey as seamless as possible, and we plan to keep it very fresh and updated. That's my personal promise to you. And so, yeah, it's really exciting. And I also want to just make sure everyone's aware that Srikanth Baheti is our developer advocate and evangelist. So he's there to help developers be successful with their journey in QuickSight. So now I'll go through sort of the resources. I want to make sure you all know how to get here. So if you just go to the community, you go to Developer Corner in the nav bar, or if you're at the homepage, you can also find it through the Learning Center, and it's on a tile right here. So we have the Getting Started page, which is a natural starting place. And here you'll find a highly curated series of videos and blog posts intended to help developers with embedded analytics in whichever way suits your needs. So if you click on the first link here, you'll see a video explaining QuickSight embedded analytics, but some developers would rather read a blog style post. So we have descriptions here. We have description of all different types of embedding. So we have 2 types of embedding in QuickSight, one-click and API-based. We also go through pricing details, more resources here. And so all the additional information is here, and we have a lot of great things. So you really don't have to go too far. If you go back, you can see, yeah, there's just a lot of great resources. Number 5, the technical onboarding guide is really one of our most asked for resources. So that is just, if you're looking for one downloadable resource, it's really comprehensive, and you can just download it by clicking here. Then I'll go back. I'm not going to go into every single one of these, but we have destinations for a deep dive into APIs and SDKs, demos, a what's new page, how-to videos, and a developer Q&A, which I'll click on just to show you is an instance of the overarching Q&A that we have in the community, but specifically curated for developers. So this is going to be really helpful to you guys. So I hope you take away from this the value of the Developer Corner, knowing that it's a fully supported effort and we're going to continue investing our time into it. And that's why we have me as the liaison and Srikanth as the advocate. And we're, yes, it's a great opportunity for you guys. So I hope that was helpful. And now I'll stop sharing. And I'll pass it. I'll send you guys links for the Developer Corner and the survey, and I'll pass it over to Arun now, who's going to do a demo of Arena.
Thanks, Julia. Hey, everyone. Thanks all for joining. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and we'll get started. So, hey, everyone. Again, a quick intro from my side. Arun Santosh. I'm a principal solution architect working with QuickSight. Been with the product for 4+ years now. And very happy to talk to you about Arena today. So once the QuickSight community launched from the early days, it was very obvious that we needed a mechanism to allow our community members to showcase their talent, and a better way to do question and answers in a collaborative fashion, especially when you're dealing with complex questions, ones that involve specific kind of data with specific kind of calculations in there. The challenge we saw in the question and answer patterns from the earlier days was people would post data snippets, sometimes images, sometimes CSV files, and then calculations, what formula they have written, what's the challenge they are facing with it, so on and so forth. And for somebody to even try to help, they would have to spend good 10-15 minutes of their time to get to the problem state before they can even try solving the problem. And that was a deterrent, and it's fair enough that community members don't always have 10-15 minutes to spare just for the setup. So we wanted to improve that experience. These are the 2 main things which sort of kicked off this Arena project. And so the things that we try to solve with Arena It's all linked in here. You're seeing my screen right now in here. I'm just logged in as an unauthenticated user. I'm not logged in here, right? You see my login button here. So even in this mode, you can access Arena. You can go read the getting started article from here. So sort of highlight what the main points here are. So if you want to use QuickSight, just try using QuickSight for free, just to explore, just to kick the tires on QuickSight. You can come in to community, create a user, and then you will be able to do that via QuickSight Arena. If you want to showcase your talent and publish dashboards to Arena's gallery, you can do that as a logged in user. And then, of course, use it in the Q&A to pose your problems and to get responses with working samples. So we highly encourage community members, whenever you are posting a question, if it involves data or calculations, please spend time creating a quick sample in Arena and post that link. Improves your chance of getting a response. And you're essentially helping the community help you in getting to your resolution. And it also helps you learn from others, right? So you get answers to your questions, you can look at the solution, you can see how that analysis was built. And same applies for stuff that's posted to our gallery as well. If you see a really awesome dashboard, you want to see how it was built, Arena lets you do that. So all the use cases are covered in here, right from signing in, how to upload a file, how to publish, how to use this in asking questions, responding to questions, and so on. So please do take the time to read through this article. I would say it's a 5-minute read, but it really would ensure that you're unlocking the full potential of Arena and fully benefiting from it as you use Community and Arena. Now, as you go in here, and if you click on Gallery, you can see all the good content that our community members have posted in here. Say I'll just click into this dashboard, and it gives you, this is one of the winners from our Wiz contest with partners. So you get the dashboard in this frame, and if you want to just see the fuller, bigger view, you can just click into it and see the interactive dashboard right there. And if you're logged in, it would give you an option to clone the underlying analysis. So if I were to click this now, it will tell me I'm not signed in. But I have a signed in instance here. I just shifted tabs if anybody missed that. Now here I am signed in with my ID, and I can go in and clone the dashboard and look at it. So just clicking into this. Once that launches, I can click into this copy analysis, and it will sign me into Arena. No additional credentials needed. It just takes my community identity and ports that into Arena, and it gets me the underlying view. And I can now see how this analysis was built, how this dashboard was built, and learn from it, right? And as you want to go build your own content, you would start from uploading the file. Right now, I came in here by clicking on the dashboard. So let me go back to community and show you the regular route, right? So if you are in Arena, you can just click on console. It will bring you back into the Arena console view. And herein, you can use these icons on the left rail to interact with Arena. The first time around, you will get a full walkthrough. You will have to sign in to our agreement saying you will not upload any sensitive information here. You will share only content that's publicly shareable. You will adhere with all the community guidelines, and so on and so forth. And then you will be dropped into Arena. And in here, you could bring in your file data. And I have to point out that Arena is a locked down version of QuickSight. So if you're exploring QuickSight for the very first time through Arena, don't be under the impression that QuickSight just allows for file uploads. No, we have come to the agreement that within the community, we will rely only on file sources. So we have restricted all other kind of uploads. But this is where you would go upload your local file, CSVs, and then you can start building content from there on. You would just agree that you're not going to upload any sensitive information, click upload file, and it would get you going. And you can click on this console icon to go into the QuickSight console. This is the full embedded QuickSight console, so you can see your data sets. You can click on that and create analysis from it. You can publish that. Once you create an analysis, you can publish it out as a dashboard. And once you have the dashboard ready and are ready to use that in a gallery submission or in responding to Q&A, you can go into the share dialog here and just enable the share public access on whichever dashboard it is that you want to share, grant access, and then get the link from there and use that within your responses. So I highly encourage all of you to go spend some time looking at this getting started article. Like I mentioned, it's a 5-minute read. It's really worth your time if you go through this and understand all the capabilities that it presents. I just gave you a very high level overview as we have very limited time today. But this also has this video where I'm doing a much more detailed walkthrough, including showing how you would actually respond to posts, how you would port content, all of that. So yeah, that's the core content I wanted to cover today. Hopefully you will use Arena and bring on a lot more gallery dashboards. We want to see all your talent. So bring on the gallery entries, post your awesome dashboards there, and utilize this more in your Q&A. Unleash the full potential. With that, I'll pass it back to you, Maddie.
All right, so the last thing that I want to touch on in today's session is an exciting opportunity for people who feel like they want to connect with their peers in the QuickSight community and learn from each other and share their experiences, other tips and tricks with getting connected and accelerating their learning journey. So something we're exploring this year is user groups. We'd love for you guys to fill out this QR code survey. It shows if you're interested in a user group, how you would like to see one run, and potentially in your local area, if you're thinking about starting a user group or would be interested in wanting to lead one, we'd love to connect with you, explore this opportunity with you, and collaborate and see what we can come up with. So right now we're scoping this as a potential opportunity for 2024 and moving forward. And again, this QR code will have the survey there, but it's an exciting opportunity for all QuickSight enthusiasts of different learning levels to connect with each other, meet each other in person, and be able to share their experiences. Right. And then lastly, so I want to just quickly highlight our other community events that we have, including this webinar series, which again is friendly for all time zones, America, Europe, and Asia. And then we also have monthly online recurring events, including a new features launch, which is every first Friday of the month, immersion days for time zones in America and Europe, which is the second and third Wednesday of every month. And then we also have Introduction to QuickSight, which is first and third Thursdays of every month. So if you want to, again, increase your learning journey with QuickSight, I highly recommend attending these events. They're held by our awesome solution architects team who go really deep dive into certain features and capabilities within QuickSight. And so you can also, again, check out these community events on our website through the events tag.
It's been great to spend time with you all today. I hope that this is the beginning of the conversations. Again, feel free to reach out to me on the community to continue the conversations with me and with others. If you haven't already, we really encourage you to sign up for the community today with this QR code, and I will also put the link in the chat, and that will give you access to so many more opportunities to ask questions and to have content that you want to see accessible to you. And lastly, I just want to remind you again, we're so thankful that we get to celebrate our birthday with you. We're going to be celebrating our birthday for the next month, but we would really love to hear from you on, what we're doing well and how we can improve. So please do take a minute today and go into the community. And I just put the link in the chat on where to post what you love about the community and what you would love to see. And while supplies last, in celebration of our birthday, we'll be sending out our first year community You Were There Then swag. And so we hope to be able to learn from you and also send you some swag. So thanks so much, everybody, and have a fantastic rest of your day.